Welcome back to Shadow and Ego. In our last journey, we explored the first 6 architectural blueprints of the human psyche, the forces of survival, safety, and identity. But beneath those protective walls lies the second half of the cosmic map. These are the final 6 master archetypes discovered by Gustav Jung. They do not care about mere survival. They are driven by the pursuit of supreme connection, ultimate creation, and cosmic power. One of these forces is running your life from the deepest shadows of your unconscious mind. The 7th archetype is the lover. The core desire of the lover is not just romance, but deep, unshakable connection, intimacy, and emotional bliss with the world. They are driven by passion, gratitude, and a refined appreciation for beauty. But the lover carries a devastating vulnerability, the absolute dread of being alone, rejected, or unloved. When the ego loses control, the shadow of the lover emerges as a dangerous obsession. In the dark, they become people pleasers, completely abandoning their own identity just to be accepted. They turn into possessive, codependent ghosts, choosing a toxic relationship over the terrifying silence of being alone. The 8th archetype is the creator. The creator lives with a singular obsession: to build something timeless, something that outlives their mortal flesh. They are driven by imagination, structure, and the pursuit of aesthetic perfection. Their greatest nightmare is mediocrity and a life without meaning. But the energy of creation is deeply volatile. In the subconscious shadow, the creator becomes a paralyzed perfectionist. They torture themselves and those around them with impossible standards. Their fear of failing to create a masterpiece freezes them into absolute inaction, turning their brilliant minds into a prison of chronic anxiety. The 9th archetype is the Jester. On the surface, the Jester lives to bring joy, humor, and lightness to a heavy world. But psychologically, the Jester is one of the darkest characters. Their core desire is to live in the present moment with utter freedom, fearing boredom and stagnation above all else. In the shadow, the Jester becomes an irresponsible hedonist and a cruel cynic. They use humor as a violent shield to mask an intense nihilism, wasting their life away in cheap pleasures, escaping responsibilities, and laughing at the pain of others because they are too terrified to face reality seriously. The 10th archetype is the Sage. The Sage is the eternal seeker of truth, driven by the supreme need to understand the hidden mechanics of the universe. They value logic, analysis, and deep contemplation, fearing deception and ignorance above everything else. But the mind of the Sage can easily become a trap. In the dark layers of the shadow, the Sage turns into a cold, detached academic who observes life but never actually lives it. They fall into analysis paralysis, judging the world from a high tower of intellectual arrogance, completely disconnected from human empathy and emotion. The 11th archetype is the Magician. While the Sage wants to understand the universe, the Magician wants to transform it. Driven by the desire to manifest vision into reality, they understand the invisible laws of energy and change. They are the ultimate catalysts for growth. But when corrupted by the shadow, the Magician becomes the ultimate manipulator. They use their psychological insights to control, deceive, and exploit others for selfish gain. The Shadow Magician creates illusions, gaslights reality, and misleads people into traps, all while staying invisibly hidden in the dark. The 12th and final archetype is the Ruler. The Ruler is the force of supreme order, structure, and leadership. Their core desire is to create a prosperous, secure kingdom, whether that means a multi-billion-dollar empire, a stable family, or total mastery over their own mind. Their deepest dread is chaos and losing control. When pushed into the unconscious shadow, the ruler transforms into a brutal tyrant. Driven by extreme paranoia, they crush any opposing voice, control everyone around them with fear, and destroy their own kingdom out of a desperate, mad obsession to maintain absolute power. Every human being is a battleground where these 12 ancient forces constantly fight for dominance. Your personality is not a fixed, singular thing. It is a fluid theater where these characters take turns wearing your skin. To achieve what Carl Jung called individuation, to unlock your true, unshakable power, you must unmask them all. You must bring them out of the dark shadow of your unconscious and into the sharp light of your awareness. The 12 blueprints have been revealed. The question is no longer who you think you are. The question is, which archetype is ruling you today? This is Shadow and Ego. Subscribe and continue your journey into the unconscious mind.